I want to make sure that you are safe. And hopefully you can read in between the lines. But I would just appreciate, and it's hard for me to tell you this, but hold tight. You will understand soon.
I'm Karen Bass, and I'm running on my accomplishments.
Los Angeles on fire, mayor nowhere to be found.
We were so prepared for wildfires. I didn't even have to be in the country when the town burned.
This is just from the heart. Just take just a few seconds. I want you guys to hear me out on this. The National Law Enforcement Memorial Fund. We're doing a fundraiser right now. We're trying to raise $30,000. I'm straight out with you. If you got enough money to help, if you don't, God bless you. If you give $1, that's good. It really doesn't matter. We want to focus on helping law enforcement families and law enforcement officers be memorialized properly who die in the line of duty. I was just there, I think it was last year or so. I was there with Mike Johnson, and I was able to see it for myself, and it was heart-wrenching. I was able to also see agency support one of their fallen officers, and it brought tears to my eyes. And I want us to help. So if you're interested, we'll put a link below. If you give the $2,000 as a price match that I'm giving and my COO is giving, and I know a couple other my friends are going to give, we're going to all go to dinner together. And I'm doing this because it's a great cause. I love law enforcement. I know everybody watching this love law enforcement. And if you can't give $2,000 of a match, whatever you give is a blessing. So let's go to Karen Bass with her nasty. Let's see what she got to say. Well, this is the story of a resurfaced alleged. I always say alleged. I mean, the guy swear that he's doing it, and it's a story on the news, but I like to say alleged because I don't know, people be doing all kinds of stuff. But it's an alleged leaked phone call that is now resurfaced. And I don't know how anybody who's black, Hispanic, or have common sense at all will vote for Karen Bass. She's a complete, absolute, abject failure. All right, let's roll the clip.
All right, new tonight, sharp disagreements over a recorded phone call involving Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass made just days before the Palisades fire. Now, for the first time, the man who recorded it is speaking publicly as the mayor's team pushes back, calling his claims misinformation. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf has both sides.
This is a recorded phone call viewed millions of times this last year, now gaining more views today with John Alli coming forward disagreeing with the mayor over what this whole thing was about. Sharp disagreements over a recorded phone call involving LA Mayor Karen Bass just 3 days before the Palisades fire.
I knew I couldn't write that fast, so I recorded part of it for my own safety and for posterity. I had to do it.
I want to make sure that you are safe. And hopefully you can read in between the lines.
For the first time, John Alli is publicly identifying himself as the man who recorded that controversial call.
If President Biden extends me an invitation, I took it.
It's the president.
This is not yes.
Now coming forward weeks before the primary election. Why is this coming out now?
I think people need to know. They're still asking me why the call. What was my relationship with her?
As a business owner with dozens of properties across LA, Alli says he and the mayor used to talk regularly.
I have a good sense of what's going on the streets, and she relied on me for that.
He says he recorded about 90 seconds of this conversation.
In terms of my trip, just so you know, I'm missing 2 work days.
3 days before the Palisades fire.
She called me and told me she was boarding the tarmac.
What was it about this phone call that made you want to start recording?
Her tone.
When I am able to talk, I will be happy to go into great detail.
According to the mayor's team, the phone call wasn't about fire danger, but about law enforcement operations at MacArthur Park, saying the call was keeping constituents updated about important city matters. She's saying that this whole phone call was about law enforcement operations at MacArthur Park.
It was about wind. I warned her of the winds.
The mayor's staff calling that claim misinformation and a conspiracy, adding exploiting people's loss in the Palisades is disgusting and it's a distraction from the recovery and rebuilding.
It was fire and wind was part of the conversation. There's no conspiracy. I lost as much as anybody in terms of property and life.
The two very much clearly in disagreement, as well as many people online.
All right, I want to play the clip of him on social media. I think that's 605. Yeah, play the clip. This is what the one I saw online of him coming out and kind of explaining a little bit more of why he's frustrated and why he's coming out finally. Roll the clip.
Hi, I'm John Alli, and I wanted to disclose today that I'm the person on the recording with Karen Bass who called me on my cell phone and told me she was boarding the plane that day, January 4th at 12 noon on a Saturday to Ghana. I warned her and advised her of the National Weather Service conditions on winds that were predicted. She said she was still leaving. I lost my parents in the aftermath of the fire. I lost my family home. My parents lost their home. My sister lost her home. Many people died after from the confusion. More than 8, more than 12, right in the Palisades. I told her she explained to me she was going to be gone for 2 working days. I explained that as mayor, she's going to be gone 5 working days. Saturday and Sundays count, and she's in a 24/7 job as mayor. If you have any questions or want to call me, feel free. Thank you.
I want to quickly play that the actual recording. I don't think it's very long, but I want to play the recording so you guys can hear what the fuss is about. Maybe I should have did it earlier, but I need to get through that. Some of you guys probably already heard this, but this is just a little bit of it, and therefore you can make a decision on your own whether you think that the guy's lying or Karen Bass's lying. Roll the clip.
The situation is very dangerous, and I would never do. I will take the criticism before I do a publicity stunt. And frankly, a press conference at this point in time would just be publicity.
I think
the
neighbors, the property owners,
yeah,
and the residents. I mean, 41,000 people live within a square mile here.
Yeah.
2 families share a 1-bedroom apartment.
But they want to hear that something is going to be done.
They want to know it's recognized. But they want to know it's recognized.
Exactly. But if I have a choice between that and compromising something, I just have to go along with it. It's not my area of expertise. I want to make sure that you are safe. And hopefully you can read in between the lines. But I would just appreciate and it's hard for me to tell you this, but hold tight. You will understand soon.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And when I am able to talk, I will be happy to go into great detail.
Okay. And you've got me on the street, and you're welcome to call me at any time. I'll call you right back.
No problem. And just in terms of my trip, just so you know, I'm missing 2 work days. Okay. That's it. And if President Biden extends me an invitation, I took it.
Looks like it's a little more than that, but you know, I don't know what to think about that. When I listen to it, I'm like, that don't sound like they talk about wind, right? But also I don't know the context of the conversation. But I can see it both ways, right? I can see the guy being honest and saying, this is what I heard, and I can also see him being, he won't Pratt to win, right? like I do. And I don't even live in California. I was just at an event with Pratt, and he was. I like what he said, man. He's how does he not win the mayor of L.A.? Like, how does he not win? Is like, you guys have a chance in L.A. to like get over the hump. And I swear, God is my witness, man. If you guys don't get it right, California is gone. L.A. for sure is gone. You're not going to have a chance like this again. You're not going to have a person that has money and fame and reputation, and he actually lost something in the Palisades fire. You're not going to have a person with vigor and momentum and all these memes and stuff. He's social media. You're not going to have this again. And if y'all don't do the right thing and vote for this guy and go out and do ballot harvesting and whatever the case may be, because it's legal. If y'all don't go out and do everything you can to win, I mean, you got LA is not gonna ever recover. And if you do the right thing and y'all recover, LA is gonna blow up, and it's gonna be beautiful again. I might even move to LA. 8 years of him being the mayor, things will change. Instantaneously, LA will be safer. They just enforce the law. That's it. And you'll see a big difference. Here is a clip from Karen Bass, kind of like a little AI commercial. I thought it'd be fun. I thought you guys would like to see it. Roll it.
I'm Karen Bass, and I'm running on my accomplishments.
Los Angeles on fire, mayor nowhere to be found.
We were so prepared for wildfires. I didn't even have to be in the country when the town burned. I've addressed the homeless problem. Now, most of them won't stab you as long as you don't make eye contact. Our climate change policy is so strong, we've brought down energy use in the Palisades by 99%.
That's terrible.
Almost none of the needles in children's playgrounds have AIDS on them. If you like the last 4 years, you're going to love the next 4. Vote Bass.
You know, when I hear her talk, that's the image I see too. So it's not too far from the truth. But all right, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you stay tuned. I think the Stephen A. Smith interview, we'll be releasing that soon. We'll keep you up to date. You don't want to miss it. For all the members, you'll see it first. And for everybody else, you'll have a chance to see it. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to see it. I think you'll enjoy it. That's all I will say.